What's up, everybody? Brian with Brian's Motorsports. Today, this episode of All Jacked Up. Okay, so my good friend Cory here. We're going to talk about leadership and some business principles. He came to me last week, had some questions about a little bit of everything, basically. I'll try to stop talking with my hands already. But we wanted to sit down and talk about it today, and because the rest of the world probably needs to hear half of this story, or maybe the whole story. Maybe some of you had the same exact questions, trying to figure out where you're at with life and go from there. So why don't you start it off for us?
Sure. So my name's Cory Shelton. I've been, last few months doing some personal growth on my own and trying to figure out some business principles. And the best way to do that is to interview successful business people and entrepreneurs themselves. So I saw you and your business, and I was like, man, this guy's got it going on. So I wanted to interview you and ask you your story, ask you where you got to where you are now, and what you would tell somebody like myself that may be looking to be an entrepreneur or start a business in the future, what you should do, do's and don'ts, regrets, so stuff like that. So maybe start off like, what's your story?
I'll give you the short version of it, because I get a lot of guys that ask me, some of the same questions. But I mean, first and foremost, without God, I wouldn't even be here. Number one, I have a good wife, I have a good home, I have a good family. That's the base of my business is around family atmosphere. I started here. We're almost December 1st, or January 1st, actually, it'll be 17 years at this location. So I'm almost in my 20-year mark of starting out. A lot of people don't know, 4 years, I started out in my backyard by myself doing wheels and tires. But I just started hustling right out of the trailer park, 18 years old. I got my first car, not by coincidence, once again, God. 2 doors down from this building, I bought my first car when I was 18 years old. A lot of people don't know that. I think it's great. Just to be able to be positioned where I'm at and to help bring up this end of town.
Sure. Also,
to make everything look better. That's one of the goals that we strive to do, not just us, but the other businesses that are in our strip mall, which has been a blessing already. We just named it. It's called The Spot, so everybody come see The Spot here in Hendersonville.
Yeah.
But, I literally, each day, I try to start my day out positive and then try to invest in my guys, teamwork, and go from there. And that's me in a nutshell.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So you talked about goals a little bit there. So how often do you devote your time to setting goals? Do you set goals for next year? Do you set goals for 5 years, 10 years down the road?
I tried. Our new building was our first 5-year plan. We've been in the new building now about 4 years. About 4 months, sorry. And then now I'm like, okay, I got to come up with another 5-year plan. I've got my mindset on one other big goal. My wife says I'm crazy, but that's part of being married and of having somebody to give you a gut check every once in a while. But if I want to accomplish something, I'm going to put my mind to it. We have a weekly meeting that we kind of do goals here at the shop. All right, what do we need to do this week? What do we need to conquer? What did we screw up last week?
Sure.
So we even go there. But it's funny because I don't necessarily set aside a time. I know everybody talks about setting aside a time and going, all right, when's your prayer time? It's kind of the same thing, right? As a man, we have a hard time setting time aside for ourselves.
For sure. So off of goals, and then so you've set numerous goals that obviously you've achieved a lot of, which is awesome. Past that, there's also the negative side. Is there anything that you would say over the years, regrets, you wish you would have done sooner, you wish you would have done more of in this business for people who are looking to start a business?
Yeah, the one big thing that I tell guys, or especially younger guys, you have to stay focused on that particular path. Let's just say I'm looking at this wheel right here, and do I want to sell this set of wheels today, or do I want to sell something else today?
Yeah.
I've ventured off in other things other than wheels, tires, and lift kits. I look back, if I would have focused on wheels, tires, and lifts 15 years ago when I started, I would be 10 years ahead
Yeah.
I feel like I would be 10 years ahead. So now I look at this year has been one of the hardest years for everybody. It's been one of the best years for us because we put our feet down and we stayed focused on what we're doing. How can we help customers better, customer service? I have friends at other shops. They call me, hey, I need this, I need that. I want to help them. I want to help them grow.
Yeah.
I just helped with my second Toyo tire developing a tread and a sidewall.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at them going, okay, is that real? It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be out in a year, and it's going to have my tread on it that I helped design.
That's awesome.
But, you know, really and truly is staying focused at task instead of venturing off that path. Because you're always going to have friends that go, hey, you need to try this. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do that. But how many of those friends are going to pay for that?
Sure. When you come in the morning, or now or before, what would you say your top 3 priorities are?
Really, number one, I try to make sure that I say hello, concentrate, or talk to each one of my guys here. You never know what another man's going through.
Yeah.
I always, you know, hey, what do you need? This morning's conversation was, it's almost Christmas. Don't let money hinder your Christmas, because Christmas shouldn't be about money. It's about family and spending time together. I told these guys once I got the building done, my job was going to be take pictures, talk to customers, and enjoy the day. That's really what I want to do. I want to laugh, I want to have fun, and I want to go home. And when I walk out of my truck into my house, I want to make sure I go into a happy home. I don't want to bring negativity, if any negativity, from work to home. That's another problem that men have. Mm-hmm. That's what they say. You always want to hang your problems on the tree outside the door at your house. It is part of life, right?
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Very good. So is there any other business principles that you think you could think of off the top of your head? Like, obviously investing in your people, that's huge. You know, obviously taking time to not put money at the top, you know, that's huge.
Realistically, the biggest, I say the biggest part of being a business owner is fighting off the negativity and the naysayers. You've got to figure out how to zone that out of your life, because there's going to be other people that are going to be jealous. I hate to say it, they're going to be jealous. They're going to talk about you. They're not going to want to see you do good. That's where it comes along with focusing yourself. Yeah. What do I want to do today? Does it want to be positive, or do I want to go backwards? You never want to go backwards, right?
For sure.
So it's always one foot in front of the other, and just keeping that faith. And it's really, I've never really thought about it that way, but keeping the faith in what you're doing. Yeah. And I mean, really, it's like my wall says over there. I mean, with God, all things are possible. Hey, every single day, you have a new option every single day. You can go backwards, or you can go forwards. I told my guys this morning in the meeting, I said, what's going to happen to me if y'all look at me and say, Brian, I need you to sell $50,000 a day? They're like, you're probably going to sell 75. I said, you're right. Get out of my way. Yeah. So it's 9:30, 9:45. I've already sold 2 sets of wheels, a lift kit, and I'm ready for the rest of the day. I'm excited about it. So, I mean, with that being said, let's take a walk to the shop. Let me walk you through and kind of talk to some of the guys, and then we'll go from there. Hang with us, okay? Come on. Dealer trucks. Got new guys, rookies. We kind of throw them under the bus to everybody. Wheels and tires, 10 and 15 sets a day. So any other questions you think of come to your mind, walking, looking?
So I'm sure it gets pretty chaotic back here at days. So I'm sure that people get frustrated. A lot of orders coming in. How do you come in here and you got to have to change the atmosphere. You got to change it up, I'm sure, right? You got to get people motivated again. Yeah, so that costs $350. Facebook Marketplace. We bought a DJ set up and put it in the corner. Yeah. I can kind of walk through, and I can kind of feel anybody if they're kind of antsy or whatever. My rule is, if a truck is messing with you, if you've got something messing with your head, whether it's a truck, wheel and tire, whatever it is, switch. Hey man, can you do this? Let me do that. So walk away from it. Any problems? I mean, like sometimes you walk away from it, you come back, deep breath. We do a lot of old school trucks, same thing. You get trucks come in that are crusty and rusty, and yeah, everybody wants to work on this new truck. So let's just switch it up a notch. But if not, I go back on some old school stuff, or I just come through on a
you know, the media guys like to throw a battery-powered skateboard, see if I'll fall off of it. So, or roller skates, what everybody says. So,
Yeah, so that's good stuff because I mean that can relate to real life too. When you get frustrated with something, maybe it's just time to.
It's just like that. When you're trying to talk, and then you get an air gun right in the middle of it.
Maybe it's just time.
Right? I mean, it's timing. It's all timing. So it's part of life.
Yeah, maybe it's just time to try something else for a little bit, and then maybe we'll free you up to come back to the original project and take care of that. All right.
Yeah, or you just throw a wrench at whoever's doing it. Really, across of it. So it's part of life. I mean, I try to keep our little bit of red carpet here clean, but I guarantee there's some stuff that is just laying on the carpet, whether it's not supposed to. And, you know, you never know what's going to happen. So, or who's going to be there, or you got elves laying around. So, hey, how you doing, huh? So, it's part of life.
So to wrap it up, is there anything that you can share with somebody? So you've got goals, you've set dreams, all these things. Is there anything coming up that you're super excited about that you want to tell some people?
Really?
I mean, you just did your big, that toy drive yesterday,
I did the
right?
toy drive.
So that was awesome.
Actually doing the toy drive, I texted my pastor and another one of the guys like, hey, I'd love to be able to help our church, help the local community. I'm all about that. So the dreams and wishes that we just did.
Yeah.
I love giving back. So that's new excitement each and every time you get to do something for somebody. It's not every week we get to do that.
Yeah.
So, but really, I mean, I'm excited about everything in life. I mean, every time I walk in this building, I say thank you.
Yeah.
I just look up and say thank you. But every day is something new for us. That's the beautiful part about it. I may not know you. I may get to build you a truck, or whoever's going to buy this truck from a dealership. When they roll out and they got a big smile on their face, they may be 68 years old, never bought a truck, never had a lifted truck. And to see them smile, that's every day. That's the blessing part about this industry that we're in.
Yeah.
And business, it's great.
Do what you love and love what you do.
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right.
So thank you for today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you.
So Cory, follow him. He's gonna have he's got big dreams, big things coming. He's gonna do it. So BMS, all jacked up. Please share Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Go it, share it, blow it up for us, and that way we can make more videos to it. And just stay tuned to us. So we love you. Peace out.